Welcome to this year's virtual conference from Interweave Solutions. We are so excited that you are joining us today. Of over 8,000 MBS graduates, over 500 success ambassadors, and potentially over 50 countries joining us today. We are so excited. Now, in this conference, it's going to be taking place in 4 different languages. So as the conference goes on, you might not understand everything that is being said, but we want you to feel the spirit of the excitement, the sustainability, and the impact that Interweave Solutions is having around the world. So we want you to feel that spirit there. Now, as we go through this, we want you guys to chat inside Zoom and communicate with each other. Chireshi. Now, what I'm going to do is throughout this whole conference is you're going to hear from our language directors, our success ambassadors, our executives, our co-founders, and then myself. So right now is I want to introduce you to 2 individuals that have made this all possible, Dean and Lynn Curtis, and they're going to join me.
Hello, everybody. It's good to see you.
Well,
hello. Hi.
And you're going to hear from them later in the conference as we move on. Now, as individuals go throughout the Masters of Business in the Streets course, they are invited to learn a 30-second business statement or an elevator pitch. Now, right now, you're going to hear from in 4 different languages from 8 different individuals, their elevator pitch or 30-second business statement and their business. Now, this is so exciting to see because they are actually applying the principles to their business. So without further ado, enjoy.
Hello, I'm Kwesibaini Daniel and the General Manager of DKD Adom Enterprise. We specialize in general and quality goods of all kinds. One major product we offer to the general public is our granite paste. It is rich in vitamins, which makes it healthy for your stew and your soup making. Very, very delicious, as well as your bread spreading, worth it. We offer door-to-door services and discount on certain days of the week, and we are also focused on improving the health of both the old and the young.
Hola, soy Eleotero, propietaria de Tánico Bolivia. Yo me encargo de mejorar la calidad de vida humana mientras se cuida el medio ambiente. Todos mis productos son ecológicos y amigables con tal, también con el ser humano, y son libres de crueldad animal. Los materiales pueden ser capaces de hasta ser usados por 10 años y bueno, siempre se vende con mucho cariño los productos.
Olá, eu sou Job Culo, da Job Marnet. É vida, cuia e dura. Vendo os melhores uniformes, materiais informáticos e testes com garantias de 5 a 10 anos. Não fique parado, venha e adquira o seu material.
Mon nom est Chireshi. Je suis propriétaire d'une entreprise dénommée Jésus Sal. Nous sommes spécialisés dans la vente des produits d'alimentation divers. Chez nous, nous faisons de la livraison à domicile. Ainsi, la qualité aussi fait la différence dans notre entreprise. Et la satisfaction de notre clientèle est notre plaisir.
¿Le hace falta creatividad, bienestar o motivación a tu vida, empresa o proyecto?
¿Sabías que el teatro y el arte escénico son potentes herramientas de transformación tanto personal como social con impacto en todos los ciclos de vida al generar catarsis, autoconocimiento y reflexión?
Somos En la Escena Producciones, emprendimiento cultural cajiqueño, líder en procesos creativos desde hace 7 años.
A través de la creación, formación y gestión sociocultural, nuestros proyectos mitigan problemáticas convirtiéndolas en oportunidades.
Creemos que el arte puede cambiar el mundo y con tu aporte será más que posible.
¿Qué esperas para ser parte del cambio y estar hoy en la escena?
Agendemos una cita.
Hi, I'm Stevie Mate from Masterpink Mission Institute of Technology.
We empower the youth, the poor, and the less privileged in the community with IT skills such as graphic designing, website designing, data entering, hardware and software engineering. We are the only mobile computer training institute that moves to 8 people in the community. We are the first computer training institute that 85% of its curriculum is focused on practicals. Aside giving our graduates an accredited certificate, we are the only computer training institute that gives service to its graduates. Thank you.
Olá, meu nome é Arlete Spray, venho apresentar meu salão em Nova Hair. Atuo nessa área desde 2012. Oferecemos vários tratamentos para cabelo, tais como cortes, escovas, luzes, progressivas, coloração e também cuidados com as sobrancelhas. Se você merece o melhor, merece os nossos serviços. Agende um horário conosco, Salão Inove Hair, inovar sempre.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Profi Eric, je suis élève en classe de terminale. Je suis propriétaire de l'entreprise Pangipal. Dans mon entreprise, je vends l'huile de palme. Et l'huile de palme que j'importe directement de l'usine, sans rien ajouter. L'huile de palme que je vends est de meilleure qualité, c'est-à-dire j'ajoute rien. Et je garde ça aussi dans un endroit propre. Donc si vous achetez ça pour votre goût de repas, ça sera meilleur. Merci.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am motivated to help those businesses. It's so amazing to see how the MBS program, and as it's applied to their businesses, has really helped their businesses succeed. Now, I want to introduce you to our office staff and our board of directors, who we couldn't do any of this without. First, I want to introduce you to our board of directors. So we have Dean Curtis, Jay Bosshart, Olga Trebi, Ruth Vidiardi, and Rob Hartel. They are crucial to helping us at Interweave Solutions succeed. Next, I want to introduce you to our executive board, our executive team, and Dean Curtis, Julie Curtis, Lane Curtis, and also myself. Next, I want you to introduce our language directors. Cade Curtis, who is actually away in Chiapas, Mexico on assignment, so we're going to excuse him for today. Sunny Hardman, who would join us. Diego and Iris Lozano, who is in Ecuador, and they're waving hi. Bryak and Isidore, who are in Benin, and they'll wave hi as well. And then Cynthia Fridas as well. Now we have other staff as well to help make this organization possible. We have Vicky Stewart, we have Keaton Bennett, he's running all the tech stuff, Brexton Bennett, Clay Rocha, Steve Bradford, and Leonardo Gomez. We want to give you a great thank you and appreciation for all of the work they have done and our board. If you guys want to give them a big round of applause. Thank you. Okay, now just like the start of every single meeting that Interweave has, and we've done this since the very beginning, is we want to do our mission, vision, and values. It's not changing. Okay, so if you are sitting down right now, I want you to stand up wherever you're at, stand up. Come, de pie, as Diego says. De pie. Okay, so I want to see everyone stand up. If you are sitting down, I want you to stand up and I want you to say it with us and let your neighbor next door hear you say this, okay? Say it proud and loud like you're a part of the Interweave family, okay? In your own language. In your own language, of course. So, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. We move
through neighboring self-reliant group
Reliance program. Through these groups, millions of people achieve high income.
À travers ce groupe,
and sharing success stories, always improving, integrity,
faisons-le maintenant.
Okay, now we're going to hear from our co-founder and executive director, Dean Curtis.
Hello, everybody. Bonjour, bienvenido, benvenido, welcome. It's good to have you here. I'm so excited to be able to share this conference with you. I want to talk to you just a little bit about our goal of moving people from poverty to prosperity. I was reading a book by Clayton Christensen called Prosperity Paradox, in which he points out that many people in their efforts to alleviate poverty, they'll do things to solve the symptoms of poverty, but that does not necessarily mean, and it's not the same as creating prosperity. If you look at the definition of prosper, prosper means that a person is flourishing, is successful, is in a thriving condition. They're involved, they're participating in the process. But if you look at, for example, the example of the people that we'll be serving, there's a slide that I want to show here. Can you go back at all? There's a slide there. There's a slide of people that many times when you'll see people alleviating poverty, they'll try to do something to relieve the poverty, give food or give support or give supplies. But the goal of Interweave Solutions is to move people to prosperity, where they're involved and they're excited and they're moving. And in order to do that, they've got to be involved, as you see in this one picture. And so what we're going to do is we're going to actually try to touch the people that we're going to serve, the 2.5 billion people that are in what we call the informal economy. They're the people that aren't receiving any government support or outside of the law. Many of them are necessity entrepreneurs. In some countries, there's as high as 80% of the people. They don't have time often to get any formal education. They certainly don't have any time or money to be able to go to the schools that are offering theoretical courses or classes about business or how to set up their programs or become self-reliant. They're hardworking and they want to flourish and thrive. They want to prosper. And so what we want to do is, what we have done is introduce the concept called the Masters of Business in the Street. The Masters in the Business in the Street program has three important plans that everyone has to develop: a plan of business, a plan of service in the community, and a plan of improving their quality of life. Now, in the plan of business, there's usually, they have to have 6 P's or 6 areas that they need to cover. And the way we developed this is I had the opportunity way back when to go with my nephew when we were just starting, and we went to Uganda to do some training. And I had all my theories from my master's program, and I had my PowerPoints. And when I got to Uganda, we got there and there was no power, there was no electricity. We had to move the chickens from the table. And all of the materials that I had were very theoretical. They were MBA, Masters of Business material, and the hardworking folks there, they wanted something practical that could help them. English was their second or third language, and so the things that I had prepared, they weren't ready. And so we came back and we said, let's develop a program that's simple, which is 6 simple P's: a plan, a product, a process, promotion, pricing, and paperwork. In addition, they need to set up their community service or their quality of life plan. The quality of life plan, they have a wheel of quality where they can pick spiritual, financial, family, or other areas that they can improve on. We saw that many times people would start a small or micro business and the husband would come along and drink all the profits, or they wouldn't get their kids educated. And so we want people to set goals as well so that they can thrive and grow and prosper. And then finally, everybody should do some community service. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor or in between, we all need to give back to our community. And so those 3 plans, the business, home, and community, help develop the Masters of Business in the Street. The model on the Masters of Business Street is really quite simple. You need to learn a concept, you need to commit to the concept, and then the following week you report on that concept. Report, learn, commit. And then in addition, we have a process called Code, Discuss, Act, where we'll show a video, we'll show they'll do a drama or a skit or a picture, and then we'll discuss that. Everyone's involved, they're participating, and then finally they choose something to act upon. And of course, they're all taught what we call the 8 rules of facilitation. You'll notice in that slide, they're in semicircles where they're participating. It's not like a formal education setting. And now, in order to get that to happen, we need success ambassadors. And that's where all our 500 success ambassadors come in. The success ambassadors had to learn their MBS certificate. They had to pass the success ambassador course, and then they had to complete a pilot group and graduate some MBS students. Once they did that, they had the privilege of being a success ambassador, which gives them the benefits, if you look in the right-hand slide, the benefits of being authorized to use all of our materials, the benefits of support and networking, and even financial support benefits. We have a grant system where we have great donors and volunteers that have donated some money so that we can help some of these success ambassadors give scholarships to people who just can't afford to receive the training. But once they become a success ambassador, they will be able to organize their own business. It's kind of like a business or a franchise in a box, and they can charge schools or government agencies and receive all the money they need, and they also can become self-reliant. And so as we grow and as we celebrate coming into 2021, 2022, this is the kind of growth that we've had. The Masters of Business Street, we've moved from 4,000 to over 8,000 people to date. And the Success Ambassadors, we've moved, if the Success Ambassador slide, we've moved from Success Ambassadors from 250 to over 400, now 500 Success Ambassadors. And so it is growing, things are happening, and we're helping people not just alleviate poverty, but working together, we're helping people to create prosperity, to flourish and thrive in this day and age. And so we're excited about the opportunity to be offering the MBS and Success Ambassadors all over the world. So thank you for coming, and thank you for being part of this process and part of this conference today. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to have the opportunity to hear from our language directors, the other co-founder, and myself. Now, this is going to be an exciting opportunity for you to hear it in 4 different languages, success stories and illustrations of individuals that have actually taken the course and applied it into their life and seen the positive and impactful results that it has. First, we're going to hear from our language director in Benin, Bryac. Then we'll hear from our English director here, Sunny. Cynthia's next, and then Diego as well to finish us off. So Bryac, take it away.
Coucou à toute la famille francophone d'Interweave Solutions de par le monde. Vous nous avez rejoints du Burkina Faso, du Mali, du Congo, du Gabon, du Tchad. Vous nous avez rejoints de Haïti, Madagascar. Nous sommes vraiment contents d'être avec vous au cours de cette conférence-là. Nous voulons commencer en présentant un peu le programme aux personnes qui sont un peu nouvelles, parce qu'il y a des gens que nous avons invités. Donc, Interweave, comme nous le disions, est une organisation qui aide les personnes à passer de l'état de pauvreté à la prospérité. Mais comment? Nous ne donnons pas de l'argent aux gens, mais nous donnons aux gens le bagage nécessaire pour qu'ils puissent démarrer une entreprise et pouvoir la faire grandir sans avoir de grandes difficultés. Parce que ce sont les erreurs que nous commettons d'habitude, la façon dont nous gérons l'argent qui vient, est-ce que nous séparons nos revenus personnels des revenus de l'entreprise. C'est tout ça qui fait que nos entreprises ne grandissent pas mais qu'elles meurent. Voilà pourquoi il a été mis sur pied le programme de MBS, Masters of Business of the Streets, qui est un programme de gestion d'entreprise et également d'autonomie. Donc, il y a 3 plans que vous allez apprendre à ce niveau. Il y a le plan d'affaires, le plan de développement de l'entreprise, mais également le plan de développement de la famille et de la communauté. Pourquoi? Parce que votre entreprise est liée à la famille. L'argent que vous gagnez dans l'entreprise, c'est cet argent que vous dépensez dans la famille. Et si la famille est gourmande, l'entreprise meurt. Si l'entreprise est pingre, la famille n'arrive pas à s'épanouir.
et les clients qui viennent dans l'entreprise se trouvent dans la communauté. L'entreprise elle-même se trouve dans la communauté, vos travailleurs, vos employés se trouvent dans la communauté. Donc, vous devez aussi, en tant qu'entrepreneur, penser à résoudre les problèmes de votre communauté, les eaux stagnantes, l'insécurité et tout ça. Donc, c'est tout ce que vous apprenez dans le programme de MBS. Et quand vous avez passé le programme de MBS, il y a également le programme de MBS Junior pour les personnes qui ont moins de 18 ans et qui veulent démarrer une affaire ou avoir des notions de business. Ceux qui nous aident à personnellement ou avec d'autres ambassadeurs, de sorte à transmettre ce qu'ils ont appris à d'autres personnes pour que leurs entreprises puissent évoluer. Pour ne laisser personne de côté, il a aussi été mis en place des programmes d'alphabétisation, comme vous pouvez le voir sur la page, qui permettent de faire l'ABCD des affaires, c'est-à-dire d'apprendre en français, par exemple, qu'on est en français, les mots qui seront utilisés au cours de la formation d'MBS. Donc, ce sont les différents programmes que nous avons et que les ambassadeurs du succès nous aident à pouvoir développer. Next. Next. OK, au cours de back please. We go back once. Thank you. Au cours de cette année, nous avons développé de nouvelles approches dans le monde francophone de pouvoir faire la promotion de MBS. Donc, vous allez voir qu'on a fait des publicités sur Facebook, on a commencé la formation en ligne avec les ambassadeurs et c'était merveilleux. Nous avons également décidé de faire maintenant toutes les formations des ambassadeurs de succès face à face. Le MBS pourra se faire en ligne face à face, mais nous voulons venir de l'international vers les personnes précisément dans leur pays et leur donner des connaissances d'ambassadeurs de succès parce que cela nous tient à cœur. Nous avons également démarré un nouveau programme qu'on appelle le conseil dans les rues, c'est-à-dire rue veut dire communauté, l'environnement dans lequel nous sommes. Nous avons souvent des difficultés de langage, des conflits familiaux et des difficultés à discuter avec les gens, écouter les gens, des problèmes de drogue, des problèmes qui peuvent miner notre société, les maux de notre société. Ce programme-là nous aide à pouvoir sortir de cette situation-là ensemble en travaillant avec d'autres personnes. Et il sera bientôt disponible en français pour les pays francophones. En plus de ça, nous aidons les ambassadeurs d'une façon à pouvoir les booster en leur donnant des bourses de démarrage et de formation. Pour les personnes qui n'ont pas les moyens de pouvoir faire la formation ou qui ont une certaine somme, nous pouvons accompagner les ambassadeurs de succès dans la mesure du possible à avoir de l'argent pour pouvoir faire cette formation-là quand même, vu notre mission de partager les principes de l'autonomie de par le monde. Next. Avant de continuer, nous voulons dire merci à un monsieur qui nous a quittés durant cette année. C'est monsieur Gislain Amissi de la RDC Congo qui a été un ambassadeur brave qui travaillait avec les agriculteurs de RD Congo. Nous lui disons merci du fond du cœur et nous nous demandons de reposer en paix de là où il est. Merci. Next. Francophones se trouvent dans 16 pays, comme je vous l'ai dit. Nous avons 2288 certifiés MBS qui ont leur certificat de MBS. Nous avons 164 ambassadeurs du succès qui nous aident de par le monde de façon acharnée à changer, à impacter la vie des gens autour d'eux. Nous avons également 6 MBS juniors qui sont jeunes, mais qui font parler de par le monde des pays d'où ils viennent. Et nous allons sans plus tarder faire un tour du côté de la Côte d'Ivoire et du côté de la RDC pour voir un peu le travail que font nos ambassadeurs de succès, excusez-moi. Quel travail ils font, comment est-ce qu'ils changent la vie des gens autour de nous. Donc, nous allons suivre la vidéo de l'ambassadrice Léa Kouassi et également la vidéo de l'ambassadeur Tandia Junior de la RDC. Donc, si la régie est prête, we can move on. Yeah, let's move on.
Bonjour, je suis Aouléa Kwasi, ambassadeur de succès de la Côte d'Ivoire. Vraiment, je dis merci à Interweave Solution pour cette opportunité qu'il nous donne parce qu'aujourd'hui, cette formation a vraiment impacté le milieu rural aussi en Côte d'Ivoire, la zone dans laquelle nous travaillons, notre organisation. Ça a permis à beaucoup de jeunes aujourd'hui de mieux s'organiser dans leur activité, de mieux organiser les finances dans leur activité et ça a aussi des jeunes qui ont ouvert des salons de coiffure qui marchent bien et qui ont commencé à mieux s'organiser, à mieux faire les comptes, à mieux séparer l'argent et cela leur permet d'être véritablement autonomes. Alors vraiment, je dis grand merci à Interweave Solution pour cette opportunité, cette belle opportunité qu'ils nous donne d'expérimenter ici en Côte d'Ivoire. Je vous remercie.
Je suis Junior Tandia, un ambassadeur du succès en République démocratique du Congo. Participer à la mission d'Interweave a toujours été l'une de mes aspirations les plus profondes. De voir les gens développer leurs entreprises, améliorer leur foyer et leur communauté. Depuis que je suis ambassadeur du succès, je suis témoin de voir la vie des gens changer grâce au programme de la maîtrise en administration des affaires dans la rue. Le programme a eu un impact très positif dans ma vie personnelle et je suis certain que je peux étendre cette influence à d'autres personnes. J'ai fait de mon mieux pour travailler en partenariat avec les églises, les écoles, les ONG, les fondations. Ces liens de partenariat me permettent d'étendre vraiment le programme. J'ai déjà eu à graduer plus de 40 personnes. Les moments de graduation, c'était un moment de très grande joie et de satisfaction pour moi. De lire dans le visage de mes participants la joie immense de sortir de l'obscurité de l'ignorance et d'avoir les principes nécessaires dans le foyer, dans les affaires et dans la communauté qui les aident à devenir autonomes. J'ai un objectif, non seulement de tendre le programme dans les différentes communes au sein de la capitale, mais aussi dans toutes les provinces, sur toute l'étendue du territoire national. Je fais de mon mieux pour appliquer les valeurs d'Interweave en mettant beaucoup d'accent sur le pouvoir des groupes. Je veille à ce qu'il y ait le maintien des groupes, des participants que nous formons. Et ce qui me permet aussi de travailler avec d'autres ambassadeurs en collaboration. Et c'est là où est née même l'idée que j'avais eu de créer le réseau des ambassadeurs du succès en RDC, dont je suis le président national.
Bonjour, je suis...
Alors, merci. Nous avons vu les vidéos des ambassadeurs du succès de la Côte d'Ivoire, l'ambassadrice Léa Kwasi et de M. Tandja de la RDC. Nous leur disons merci. Nous avons des milliers de personnes aussi dévouées à notre tâche, aussi magnifiques que ces personnes-là. Nous n'avons pas pu passer plein de vidéos. Nous vous demandons, si vous êtes intéressé à suivre le MBS ou à devenir ambassadeur du succès, de contacter la personne qui vous a invité et de démarrer cette marche avec nous. Merci.
That was awesome. Thanks so much, Brack. That was great. Hello, everyone. My name is Sonny Hardman. It's so great to be with you here. I am English director here at Interweave. I work along with Kate Curtis. He's the other English director. He's out doing some training in Mexico this weekend, so we will miss him, but I'm so happy I could be here today. I've been looking forward to this conference. What an amazing opportunity this is. We have all of our success ambassadors, friends and family of Interweave all together. This is so exciting to have everyone in one big conference. So thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to be a part of it. We've had a fantastic year here at Interweave. We set some big lofty goals. We wanted to help a lot of people, and we're right on track. We've been able to get 500 new success ambassadors. We've hit that goal, and we're on track to hit our MBS graduate goal as well. And that's thanks to you, to the hard work that you're putting in. We appreciate all of our success ambassadors. We actually sent out a challenge at the beginning of this year in the form of an incentive program. And we asked our success ambassadors to help us to train and mentor their MBS graduates. And so many of you have embraced that challenge. You've gone out and taught big groups of new student ambassadors that are learning how to do the things that you do as success ambassadors. They're learning how to conduct MBS groups. They're learning how to train. And as a result of that, we're seeing some really amazing new success ambassadors that are well-trained, that are prepared, and that are doing a great job teaching these MBS groups. So as a result of that, we are reaching our goals here for success ambassadors. We have 280 success ambassadors now that are English-speaking success ambassadors. Just since the beginning of this year, that's over 200 new ambassadors. And we're so excited to see so many new great ambassadors that are embracing the program, that are having an impact in their communities, and that are really making a difference. We also have over 2,500 MBS graduates, and that's 1,500 just this year that we've increased it with our MBS graduates. So it's so great to see the great work that you're putting in and the impact you're having. And of course, that means that's 2,500 more people who are better prepared with the skills they need to have successful businesses and to be self-reliant and have an impact in their communities. So, so awesome to see that growth. I'm so happy that I've had a chance to be a part of it, that I've had a chance to work alongside with many of you as you are making a difference in your communities. It's been a fantastic year. We have so many success stories. One of the favorite things that I do here at Interweave is I get to interact with each of you. I get to hear of your success stories, and I get to hear about the many cool things that are happening with people that are learning how to run their businesses. They're learning how to save. They're learning how to do paperwork. They're learning how to do little things that really change their lives. And so we could probably talk all weekend about the many success stories that we see. I see them almost every day. But just to share with you a few, we had a training out in Ghana. This was a couple months ago. We had a bunch of MBS graduates that wanted to become success ambassadors. And one of those people was Juliet. She was an MBS graduate, and she was trained to become a success ambassador. And she explains to us here that before she learned about the MBS program, her business was failing. She said that within a matter of weeks, her business would have failed, disappeared. But fortunately, she was able to learn the MBS principles, and she was able to save her business. And now Juliet is training other people as a success ambassador how to do the same thing. What a cool story. We also have Nigel in South Africa. Nigel tells us that because of the MBS program, he gained the confidence that he needed to grow his business. And so not only did he learn how to help his business survive, but he learned how to grow his business. And we're seeing that happen all over the world. People are learning how to grow their businesses, how to find prosperity. So that's so amazing to see that. And then one more is Hanatabo in Namibia. He tells us how through the MBS course, anyone can improve their lives. Not only that, but they can improve the lives of those that they are responsible for those who are around them. And that's really our message here at Interweave is we want you to learn these principles. We want this to be life-changing for you. And after it is, we want you to be able to share this with those who are around you, with other people in your family, your friends, your community. And we're seeing that happen. It's so amazing to see how many of you are reaching out and you're finding other people who really need help. And we're able to train them. We're able to help them become self-reliant. And we're really able to lift those who are around us. And that's really where we find success and happiness, is when we can lift those who are around us. So many cool success stories of people who are doing just that. We have a couple of videos that were sent in to us from new ambassadors. We have Bolanle in Nigeria. She is a new ambassador just this year, and she explains to us how becoming a success ambassador has changed her life. We also have Rose from South Africa, and she also is going to share with us how getting through the MBS program and becoming a success ambassador has had an impact on her and for those around her. After we hear from these amazing success ambassadors, we are going to turn the time over to Cynthia. She is our Portuguese language director, and she's going to give us a report on the Portuguese department. So videos now. Thank you.
My name is Ambassador Olani Oluwadare Peace. I'm from Nigeria. I would like to share with you how Interweave solution has helped my life and has helped me to plan for my future. In my country, as a graduate, I worked in a construction firm 8 to 5, 7 days a week and got paid equivalent of $100 monthly. I wasn't happy with my pay, but I understand the fact that there is a high rate of unemployment in my country. So I need to go for the available job because I may not get any other option. When I learned about MBS, then I decided to take the course if I can start in micro businesses. But unfortunately, when I got to know the advantage of me becoming a Satisfied Success Ambassador, I decided to take this Success Ambassador. On completion, a month after I became a Satisfied Success Ambassador, I resigned from my place of work, knowing I can even earn more better as a Success Ambassador. Then I decided to start training people in my local community on how they can manage their business and become successful, how they can become self-reliant. I offer this course for something they can be able to afford. But after all this consideration, I even make $400 monthly, despite I offer the course for them in a tuition they can be able to afford. And the joy of it is now I am planning towards my master's. I have something I can save so that I can go back to school and further my education. I am one of the few whose Interweave has this mission and goal of moving from poverty to prosperity. I am happy to see myself doing fine as a Success Ambassador in my local community, and as a matter of fact, I love the fact that I'm impacting people's life positively, helping them to shape their businesses, to manage their home, and as well to be useful for the community. Recently, I have a large number of Success Ambassadors and as well a large number of MBS students, but I decided to offer this course for them as an awareness so that they can also start earning from Interweave solution. It is a great opportunity for me and a great privilege for me.
Hello everyone, my name is Rose Chireshi. I am a Success Ambassador for Interweave Solutions here in Polokwane. I'm very grateful for taking the MBS program because it has really changed my life for the better. Before I took this course, my business was not doing well. My family was not doing well. So when I started this journey and I started to apply the principles that I was taught in the MBS course, it really changed my life. I didn't know how to save. I thought saving was the people who have a lot of money. I started saving money bit by bit. And by saving money, it made my life easier in my family because I could afford some things that I was not able to afford before. So what I want to say about this program, it's a very life-changing experience. Thank you.
Obrigada, Sônia, obrigada, Kate, que não está aqui hoje com a gente, mas eu sou Cíntia Freitas e estou conduzindo o pessoal que fala português. Vocês sabiam que tem 9 países nesse mundo afora que falam português e nós já atingimos 4 países nesse mundo afora e estamos com 53 graduados no MBS e 28 graduados no embaixador de sucesso em português. Aí eu estou muito satisfeita porque desde 2019 estamos atendendo o Brasil e esse ano começamos em Angola e agora nós temos 14 embaixadores em Brasil e Angola. Então é maravilhoso para mim poder falar com vocês e divulgar para vocês o nosso trabalho. E eu quero mostrar para vocês a história de sucesso da minha querida amiga Edna Chitombi, de Angola. É uma jovem que desde muito tempo ela vem empreendendo em seus negócios, mas não tem tido sucesso. Por quê? Usando métodos muito tradicionais e ela se embaraçou com toda a papelada, mas hoje ela consegue administrar e conduzir dela de forma descomplicada, uma palavra usada por ela que eu achei fantástica. Temos também o exemplo de Marcos Alexandre, Brasil. Oi, Marcos, sei que você está aí me vendo. O Marcos tem graduação em Psicologia e Nutrição e desenvolve o projeto Viva Saudável com a esposa dele. Por conta da pandemia, o Marcos teve que deixar de lado o aluguel da sala onde ele fazia o atendimento junto com a esposa nesse projeto, mas descobriu o MBS através do nosso embaixador Sidney, que está aí no Brasil também. Olá, Sidney. E agora o Marcos ele consegue administrar melhor esse projeto Viva Saudável usando a metodologia do nosso MBS. E eu quero destacar para vocês aqui 2 histórias fantásticas que eu tenho oportunidade, guardo no meu coração, sou grata sempre. Ao meu querido embaixador Isaías Santos, que está no Brasil, Ceará. Oi, Isaías. E que formou uma outra embaixadora também no Ceará, que é a Eliene, também está aí me vendo. Foi uma luta muito grande para o Isaías, foi pego numa época muito difícil, de pandemia, mas o Isaías não desistiu. Eu tive que pegar muito no pé dele para fazer o MBS, e esse ano Isaías está formando o primeiro grupo de MBS em Forquilha, no Ceará, Brasil. E outra história também que muito me emociona é Pascoal Catiavala, o Alalê Pascoal, que está em Angola, e quinta-feira Pascoal graduou o primeiro grupo presencial dele em Angola e mandou vídeo para a gente, eu estou muito satisfeita. E o MBS é isso, gente, como disse o nosso Jim Curtis, doar é algo assim difícil, entendeu? Às vezes você doa alimento, doa dinheiro, doa roupa, mas isso acaba. O conhecimento não acaba nunca. E é isso que a gente precisa, é que você se engaje nesse projeto, se sinta tocado por isso e que você tenha esse desejo que todos estão tendo agora e que todos esses embaixadores tiveram, de que ajudar faz bem. Faz bem para você, faz bem para o próximo. Isso é o que interessa. Vamos deixar de conversa, eu vou mostrar para vocês os exemplos dos nossos embaixadores Isaías e Pascoal.
MBS, sucesso. Embaixador de sucesso da Interweave Solution. Fiz a formação de mestrado em negócios de rua, percebi que posso ser autossuficiente, compreendi os 6 P's de negócios e fiz a formação de embaixador de sucesso da Interweave Solution. Hoje tenho um grupo de autossuficiência composto pelos membros que estão aqui presentes. Olá, eu sou Afonso Belo.
Olá, sou a Anabela Catiavala.
Olá, eu sou a Severina Pungoló.
Olá, Alice Belo.
São todos jovens angolanos que vão alcançar a autossuficiência através desta formação. MBS, levamos
pessoas
da pobreza
à prosperidade
através de grupos de autossuficiência de vizinhança.
Olá, meu nome é Isaías Santos, embaixador de sucesso da cidade de Forquilha, Ceará, Brasil. E quando iniciamos o curso MBS, o intuito era praticar, colocar em prática o meu negócio, né? Mas o curso foi mais além. Agora eu me tornei embaixador de sucesso, começamos uma turma online, já qualificamos uma embaixadora também aqui na nossa região. E hoje estamos aqui com um grupo presencial e com certeza se tornará o primeiro grupo de graduados do Brasil, né? Será que esse grupo está motivado? MBS!
É isso aí. E eu tenho alguns depoimentos para assim, dividir com vocês entre tantos que a gente recebe, mas eu selecionei alguns que de fato assim, tocaram muito meu coração. A Arlete, que agora tem o seu salão Inove Hair, e implementou esse salão na garagem da casa dela, e está trabalhando, ela disse que consegue controlar os seus negócios e também melhorar a qualidade de vida dela, porque o MBS não é voltado somente para o seu negócio, é voltado para a sua vida. Você pode ter qualidade de vida aplicando o 6Ps na sua própria vida e não somente no seu negócio. Eu sempre falo isso para os meus participantes. Alguns dizem, eu não quero montar nada. Eu falei, mas você quer melhorar a sua vida pessoal, você quer melhorar a sua vida dentro de casa, você quer melhorar a sua vizinhança. Então, o MBS é para você também. Pode voltar, por favor? Não? Enfim, eu vou concluir somente citando um último exemplo, né, do depoimento do meu outro participante, Simão Pedro. Professor Simão, ele vai começar um novo grupo em Angola. Ele disse o seguinte, que o MBS é uma oportunidade de ouro. Então, eu dou essa pepita de ouro para você hoje, chamada MBS. Pegue essa pepita, implemente em sua vida, implemente no seu negócio. E, com certeza, você vai ter sucesso. O degrau está aqui. Basta você levantar a perninha e começar a subir. Lá em cima eu te espero, tá certo? E agora quero chamar nosso amigo Diego Lizano, diretamente do Equador. Diego, que te parece, Diego? Hija, Diego, vamos, Diego. ¿Está listo?
Gracias, Cintia, gracias. Qué gusto. Cintia y yo nos entendemos muy bien, aunque hablamos dos idiomas diferentes, mis queridos amigos. Qué gusto poder saludarles. Bueno, como bonjour, good morning, buen día, como se dice en portugués, amigos queridos. Permítanme presentarme. Mi nombre es Diego Lizano, soy director del idioma español. Sé que muchos no me entenderán, ni siquiera en español me entienden porque hablo muy rápido, pero bueno, vamos a explicar un poco lo que estamos haciendo en idioma español. Es reconfortante ver a cómo el programa MBS ha crecido en todo el mundo, en idiomas como French, como francés, como portugués, de nuestra querida Cintia, con Sony en idioma inglés y con Brian en idioma portugués. Y en Latinoamérica, en idioma español, el programa llegó hace 12 años. E iniciamos operación, acá Ecuador, aquí fue donde comenzó el programa, e iniciamos estas operaciones hace 12 años y ahora nos hemos extendido en muchos lugares. Y miren, es increíble el crecimiento que hemos tenido. Sobre todo, podemos avanzar a la siguiente diapositiva, por favor, para ver un poco cuáles son los lugares donde hemos crecido desde el 2016. Estos son los países donde operamos en idioma español. En Estados Unidos hemos enseñado por medio de uno de nuestros embajadores, Darío Sánchez, a personas en idioma español. México, México lindo y querido, México, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, El Salvador. Estamos en todo Centroamérica. Estamos en Colombia, que fue el lugar donde después de Ecuador fue el programa. Estamos en Perú, nuestro Perú querido, y estamos en Bolivia, donde más graduados tenemos a nivel Latinoamérica. Estamos en Chile, en nuestro querido Chile, que ahí tenemos a alguien de Chile, Luchito querido. Estamos en Paraguay, donde tenemos nuevos embajadores con mucho ánimo, y en Argentina. Ahora, en este tiempo, desde el 2016, nuestros números son bastante buenos. Vamos a la siguiente diapositiva, por favor, y vamos a ver cómo estamos en números. En estos 6 años, hemos crecido muchísimo a nivel latinoamericano. En Latinoamérica tenemos 14 países, trabajamos en 14 países, tenemos 2.756 MBS graduados. 30 MBS Junior. De hecho, este mes subió más. Tenemos 10 MBS Junior más y tenemos 195 embajadores de éxito. Y es increíble porque tenemos más. A pesar de la pandemia, nuestros números nos han permitido subir y subir y subir y subir y esperamos subir más. Porque el próximo año tenemos más proyecciones. Y miren lo que viene el próximo año. El próximo año tendremos, podemos seguir la siguiente diapositiva, por favor. Vamos a ir a los países que nos falta llegar. Nos faltan muy pocos países. Vamos a la siguiente diapositiva, por favor. ¿Y cuáles son esos países? Y vamos a ir a países como Panamá, que es el único país, Panamá y Costa Rica, que son los únicos países de Centroamérica donde no hemos ido. Así que este año y el próximo vamos a ir a Panamá y Costa Rica. En Latinoamérica, en Sudamérica, el único país donde no estamos es en Uruguay, pero vamos a ir a Uruguay a inicios del 2020. ¿Qué les parece? Y tenemos planeado también iniciar operaciones. De hecho, este momento tenemos un estudiante del MBS en el Reino Unido, en England. Así que en Inglaterra tenemos un estudiante que estudia el idioma español en estos lugares, al igual que Estados Unidos. Y por último, la madre patria, España. Vamos a ir a España. En España, de hecho, ya tenemos gente estudiando también el MBS, pero vamos a tener allá embajadores y vamos a iniciar. El futuro es prometedor, es fabuloso con respecto a Latinoamérica. El cambio que hemos visto y el impacto que hemos tenido ha sido realmente fabuloso. Y si ustedes pudieran ver y pudieran sentir un poco, porque a pesar de la pandemia hemos tenido que adaptarnos. Ahora vamos a escuchar un poco y vamos a ver un poco de algunos testimonios de embajadores nuestros. Algunos de ellos llevan mucho tiempo con nosotros y cuando digo mucho tiempo me refiero solo a apenas 5 años y sin embargo han sentido el cambio en su vida. Corre video.
Hola, mi nombre es Laura Herrera Huauque. Nací en Honduras, pero vivo actualmente en Colombia. El ser embajadora de la ONG International Interweave Solutions ha sido una de las mayores bendiciones. Me ha permitido encontrar mi propósito de vida, desear acabar con la pobreza en Latinoamérica. He podido ayudar, certificar y servir a personas en mi país Honduras, en Ecuador, México y Colombia. En mi vida y en la vida de mis participantes he observado que al aplicar estos principios, que son prácticos y sencillos pero muy fundamentales, te permite acabar con la pobreza mental y física, logrando una mejor calidad de vida y una vida totalmente integral. Por eso te quiero invitar a que seas parte de esta hermosa organización y que juntos podamos ayudar e impactar la vida de millones de personas.
Hola queridos amigos y amigas de Interweave Solutions, soy José Luis Reynoso, embajador de éxito de Ecuador. Estoy sumamente complacido de trabajar ya cerca de 5 años para la fundación y lograr capacitar y formar en el MBS a cientos de personas que han logrado cambiar sus vidas en diversos aspectos de su realidad. En lo personal, estoy profundamente agradecido por los cambios y la transformación que Interweave Solutions, a través del MBS y de todos estos procesos de formación, han logrado hacer en mi vida personal, familiar, en mis emprendimientos y mi forma de superar mis limitaciones y alcanzar para mí y para mi familia una mejor calidad de vida, lo cual he podido compartir con cientos de personas que han logrado hacer lo mismo. Yo les invito, mis queridos amigos, a seguir adelante con este proyecto tan hermoso de vida que le llamamos el MBS.
Hola, mi nombre es Mijaili Gallardo, soy de Perú, contadora de profesión y conferencista desde hace 15 años. Siempre con la filosofía de ayudarle a las personas a entender que pueden ser mejor en todos los ámbitos de su vida. Hace más de 2 años tuve la oportunidad de conocer a Interweave y unirme a esta gran familia. Como cada uno de ustedes, tengo metas, sueños y deseos que quizá en algún momento los veía un tanto lejano. Mas, sin embargo, esta gran familia me ha ayudado y me ha brindado todo el apoyo, como también las herramientas necesarias para poder lograr lo que me he propuesto. Con su misión como estandarte de llevar a las personas de la pobreza a la prosperidad a través de los grupos de autosuficiencia en su comunidad, estoy enormemente comprometida a seguir aprendiendo, a continuar enseñando y ayudando a las personas que son parte de nuestros cursos de MBS. He logrado formar a más embajadores a nivel internacional, de lo cual me siento muy orgullosa, porque sé que necesitamos más personas que nos puedan ayudar con tan noble misión y sobre todo de transformar la forma en la que el mundo viene combatiendo la pobreza. Por eso los invito a que sigamos trabajando con mucho ánimo, con mucho entusiasmo y podamos llevar esta oportunidad a más personas, porque solos podemos avanzar rápido, sin embargo, juntos podemos llegar más lejos. Así que ánimo, compañeros, a seguir trabajando. Les mando un saludo fraterno.
Gracias, amigos. Ahora yo les hago una pregunta a ustedes. A los que hablan español, hablan French, hablan inglés, portugués. ¿Se puede o no se puede? Claro que se puede. Es increíble lo que hemos logrado. Es increíble lo que hemos hecho. Ahora, miren estas fotografías. Hemos hecho un pequeño collage con todas las personas que han sido parte, con algunas de las personas que han sido parte de este programa. Pero ellos tienen algo en común. ¿Qué tiene algo en común alguien que siga el MBS? Miren, su sonrisa. Son happy, son felices. Ellos están felices, a pesar de que usamos hoy por la pandemia mascarillas, la felicidad nos sale por todos lados y es increíble la felicidad que llevamos. Amigos, estamos haciendo un mejor país. Estamos agradecidos por ser parte de este proyecto fabuloso que está cambiando nuestras vidas, sus vidas, las vidas de todo el mundo, de todo el orbe. Y realmente somos muy felices. ¡Qué privilegio, amigos! Y como Cintia me decía, Diego tiene que ser un ¡hija! Pues voy a decirlo con muchas ganas. Me voy a poner de pie, ¿está bien? Sí, de pie, yo solito, porque si el que quiera acompañarme lo hace de sus casas. A la voz de 3. 1, 2, 3. ¿Cómo están? ¡Hija! ¡Hija! Muy bien, amigos. Adiós. Nos vemos pronto. I love you.
I am delighted to be here. What a great presentation and so much excitement. I'm Lynn Curtis. My brother is Dean Curtis. We're co-founders of Interweave Solutions, and I'm director of partnerships. Now, partners are part of everything we do within this organization. All of you who are participating in this conference are partners, whether you be donors, or peers, or success ambassadors. But beyond that, we have a special kind of partner, and that is a large organization that's multinational, typically a non-governmental organization, an NGO, which services hundreds or thousands of clients who are among the poorest of the poor in the world. Now, these clients have a particular challenge because a large number of them cannot read and write. According to UNESCO, an estimated 800 million adults around the world cannot read and write, and these are among the poorest people in the world. They have special needs in order to complete their MBS and to become self-reliant. So we have offered a sequence of specialized literacy for business manuals to prepare participants in this category to earn their MBS. You'll see in this picture here, these are students in Portugal, in Mozambique, who are learning how to read and write Portuguese so they can complete their MBS. Now, literacy in this case is the first step towards self-reliance and the first step toward an MBS. You'll notice that on the screen there, we have a whole sequence of literacy for self-reliance materials that prepare participants for their MBS. I'll point out each of these individually. One of them is the ABCs of Business, which is in English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, Haitian Creole. And all of these programs help people to learn to read and write about, to gain vocabulary for business within the context of learning to read and write. So they're learning concepts about business and also learning to read and write at the same time. The next level up is a little more advanced. It's learning how to speak and listen and comprehend the language. So we have English for business success, French for business success, Spanish for business success, and Portuguese for business success. And finally, there are some places where people can't access the colonial language, and so they need to learn to read and write their own mother tongue. And so you see we have native language literacy in Tzotzil, Tseltal, Lugandan, Acholi, Amharic, Oromiffa, Swahili. So let's talk about some of these programs. The Interweave Solutions partners with many NGOs to reach these clients with literacy instruction as part of the MBS process. It isn't just that they're learning to read and write, which is amazing, which is a great gift, but they also learn to read and write within the context of self-reliance so that they can earn their MBS, and many go on to become success ambassadors. This example here is in Kampala, Uganda, where they learn first Lugandan as a bridge to learn English, and then they learn ABCs of business, English for business success, and finally MBS. We have another example here in Mexico. They learn basic Tzotzil as a bridge to learn Spanish, and then they learn the El ABC de Negocio, and then they learn Español para éxito en su negocio, and this is a final step to leading to their MBS program. Here's another example we have in Gulu, Uganda, where they learn first Acholi, their native mother tongue, then English, then ABCs of business, English for business success, and then MBS. Here we see in Mali, where they learn Bambara as a bridge to French and the MBS in French. We also have a program in Mozambique where they learn Portuguese as a bridge then to learn MBS. I'll show you how this works specifically in Ethiopia. Most recently, we developed an Amharic and Oromiffa manuals were created. You see a picture of the participants who are telling their stories. What happens in these groups, and this particular one you see in the pictures here is the language of Oromiffa. You look below, you can't read any of those words unless you read Oromiffa. And these are stories from our community. That's the title they gave it. You see they're drawing illustrations in those pictures that they're going to use in the stories. The stories come from their own lives. And then as you see in a similar manual in another part of Ethiopia where they speak Amharic, they learn sounds in their own language that they can read. And then these can be translated as the same sounds they'll need to learn English. And so the stories are first presented in Amharic and then in English. And that's how all of our native language literacy materials work. Here's another one that we recently completed in Kenya, where the leaders of local NGOs there were able to create a new Swahili literacy manual to extend their MBS training to all their clients. So this program of literacy as part of the whole MBS process is now being provided. We're now providing training for success ambassadors. So in Ghana, we did our first official success ambassador training that included a literacy component so they could learn how to be facilitators. And soon this will be available online. At our next conference, you'll be able to introduce the online literacy facilitator course that all success ambassadors can take advantage of. In addition to literacy, we've had, during the pandemic, we've become aware of a very crucial need among our clients, and mirroring the name Masters of Business in the Streets, we have counseling in the streets. This is an Interweave solution, new resource for communities and success ambassadors, which emphasizes wellness. It deals with issues like depression, anxiety, suicide, abuse, grief. And all of these become important factors that help people improve their lives and be able to succeed in their MBS program. You see this picture of the wellness training in Ghana, which we just did on a pilot basis very successfully. We're now going to be working with many NGOs to launch wellness groups. And I'm very excited to report that we are creating a wellness program facilitator training for online for success ambassadors. So look forward to that at our next conference. We'll be able to tell you about that. These innovations of wellness and literacy are all aimed at the initial steps to help people earn their MBS and to become self-reliant. We invite you to be part of that process. We can look forward to the upcoming next conference when you're going to learn about how to access these programs online. And so thank you very much. We appreciate the great work that you're doing. Thank you.
Yay, yay. Awesome. Let's give them a big round of applause. Okay, my name is Bo Ben, and I'm the Director of Operations here at Interweave Solutions. And I am so excited to be the concluding speaker at this conference. Now, afterwards, stick around because we're going to watch a video and give thank yous to other individuals that have made Interweave Solutions what it is today. So first off, I want to talk about what sets Interweave Solutions apart. There's thousands of nonprofits around the world doing positive work. And I want to give them credit as well. They're doing amazing work around the world. But what sets us apart? What makes us different from everyone else? Here are 8 things that a board of director, Jay Bosshart, kindly wrote about us. And I wanted to illustrate that today. And so we'll go through each one. The first one is it's self-generating and self-funding. Now, what does that mean? It means that once you become a success ambassador, you can therefore have this be, like Dean said, a business in a box, where you can then earn money training people to become self-reliant. So as a success ambassador, you find a participant to teach, they become an MBS graduate, which then helps them start and grow their own business. And then you help them become a success ambassador. This is a perpetuating system around the world of individuals helping individuals. And you can earn a living doing this. Our success ambassadors from all over the world are charging anywhere from $5 just for manuals or $150. It doesn't matter what you charge, it's what the market will want and what you can actually sell it as. And you can make this as a self-sustaining business. The next, it can be taught anywhere around the world. And especially this last year during COVID-19, where we had to adapt to individuals moving away from face-to-face. They had to teach online. And so we've allowed them to teach online anywhere. So if I am here in the United States, I can teach someone in Ghana. If I'm in Benin, I can teach someone in Zimbabwe. Or it doesn't matter, in Ecuador, I can teach someone in Mexico. The world is really open to you and to teach whoever you want the course online. The next is we believe in a hand up, not a hand out model. Now, this is crucial because we're creating empowerment within the community, within people and individuals to help them, to empower them to lift themselves up and to lift where they stand, instead of just giving handouts, which, like Dean said, doesn't really alleviate poverty. The next one is we wanted our materials to be very, very basic and easy to be understood. When Dean and Lynn Curtis first came out with the Masters of Business in the Streets, it was very complicated, high theory, and people in the streets, right, wanted to understand and wanted to get it. So we toned it down, made sure it was easy to understand. And now anyone in the world, you and I, people in the United States, people in Mexico, Ecuador, South America, we're all alike, where we can all grasp the concepts. The next is we teach income generation and cash management. Now, what does this mean? Is we teach them cash flow statements, we teach them income statements, we teach them a personal budget, and we teach them the point of sale or income and expense logs. If you can ask anyone around the world, and they're going to tell you that the number one or top 5 things they learn is going to be cash management, going to be something that they learn having to do with paperwork. And it's crucial for any startup business to have, is that you're going to keep track of your income, point of sale after point of sale after point of sale. It's crucial for you to do that. And it's so important for you to cash flow out as a projection so you can see where your business is going. In 6 months' time, if I take out a loan, is it going to put me under, or am I going to actually excel because of that loan? And this is huge in these developing countries to be able to do this and have that available for them. The next is we believe in a holistic approach, because we believe that there are more areas than just your business, your home, and your community. You can focus on, we have them focus on a quality of life wheel, like Dean mentioned, is you pick 8 areas of your life to highlight that you want to work on. Now, these are just examples of spiritual, financial, family, spouse, education, business, community, and fun, but you can pick whatever you want. And you honestly rate yourself on if you're on a scale of 1 to 5, how well you are doing. Now, this is a great exercise for anyone to do in any situation. Now, as you can see with the bicycle next to it, as you can see that wheel isn't going to turn very well. Is you want your circle to be as even as possible so you're living a well-balanced life. Oftentimes when people do this exercise, they realize that this person, this example, his spiritual is doing fantastic, but his financial is hurting. Where his spouse is great, his mental capacity is not so great. And so you're going to apply this into your life. And this is huge because we're not only worried about individuals in their community, we're worried about every aspect of their life and improving it. The next is we support each other. We do everything we can to lift each other up and to support those communities along the way. Now, in these pictures, you'll see that individuals are going to government agencies, to working in the community. And that's the biggest thing, is that we believe in helping people no matter the situation. We want to help everyone improve their community, have a cleaner environment, or pick up trash, or help stray dogs, find places. We believe in that community service, and so we support one another in that aspect. The next is our administrative costs are covered. Now, 100% of donations that we receive go towards self-reliance education. A lot of other organizations, they get nonprofit, or they get donations. You don't know where that money goes. Now, I'm going to, they go to good places, I'm sure, but we want to, do everything we can to make sure that donations go to our success ambassadors, because they are the individuals that really push the project forward and help us fulfill our mission of moving people from poverty to prosperity through these self-reliance groups. Now, the next thing I want to show you is a video of all of our success ambassadors. This is so exciting to see because it highlights everyone around the world and their successes. And so we're going to jump from country to country all around the world, and you're going to see ambassadors in those countries and what impact they have done. And then I'll be back right with you.
Cheer and comment.
Yeah, so in the chat, and as you see your picture, I want you guys to comment, and I want you to cheer, and I want your neighbors next door to hear you, and all of that, right? So if you see your face, chat and comment all you can, okay? And without further ado, here is the video.
Merci, obrigado, gracias, thank you to all of you success ambassadors from all over the world. And we also now want to say thank you as a final thank you to our donors, to our NGO partners, to our religious partners, all of the people who are making this possible. Entonces vamos a dar gracias a todos los de que nos ayudan, los ONGs, las organizaciones religiosas. Entonces, por favor, pónganse de pie, please stand up. And what we'd like to do, pónganse de pie, de pie, de pie. Y vamos a hacer, get up on your feet. And what we're going to do is we're going to applaud and scream and yell as we say thank you to the following partners and donors and other people that have helped us at Interweave. And thank you to you for coming. So this is for you. Yeah. Yeah. Woohoo! Thank you. Gracias.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, Dean and the staff. Thank you very much, Diego. Gracias a todos. Dios les bendiga por todo lo que hacen. God bless you a lot.
Thank you.
A lot.
Gracias, amigos. Muchísimas adiós. Gracias.
Viva, viva, viva. Obrigada.